Sage Wonder coming at you from my van down by the river. So, I left that last video a little abruptly. And what happened is that for some reason, it just stopped recording right then at that moment. And I started to tell the story all over again, and I thought, well, that was kind of a cool way to end it, because it really did end abruptly in real life. Yes, that was in fact her boyfriend, and that was the same man undoubtedly, because like I said, he looked different, he talked different, he dressed different, he was different. That was him. It was the same guy from the previous day, and I was burdened with whether to tell her or not that her baby daddy is a heroin junkie. So I did not tell her. I sat on that information. Life did a couple of quick turns, and I found myself on a road trip across country to Texas to start my life as a professional musician. So it was a pivotal moment for me as well. And I apologize for the abrupt ending. I thought it was kind of cool. But to give you some closure, I held this story for my entire life. Except after my divorce, I went around looking up people that were from my past, women from my past, women I was interested in, or the ones that got away. And I kind of revisited that. It was a little weird, I'll admit, it's part of my midlife crisis. So when I divorced, I made it all the way around to her as well. And, you know, we were both available, so we started to talk a little bit, and, you know, it looked like maybe one thing might lead to another, and we might give it another shot, you know, all those years later. And then one night on our really long phone conversations, I told her about it. She did not like what I had to say, and I'm not sure that she believed me. And that, amongst a couple other things, I think mainly when I started talking about religion, she was gone, because, you know, she was still more traditional, and, you know, I don't know. Church coming between us again. But yeah, no, I eventually did tell her. I'm not sure she believed me, but this guy was a big part of her life. I won't go into their whole history together. But yeah, that's the end of that story and the beginning of another one. And I'm going to start talking more about my youth in these stories for my hardcore fans that are really curious about me, because I intend to get my entire life story told in these stories in bits and pieces, and I'm just going to start spilling them as much as I can for as long as I've got to tell everybody this story. You know, it's for my grandkids. I'm laying this stuff out for the people who will look back at me as one of their ancestors. Hopefully, if the world all holds together and we don't have a civil war or whatnot, then everything's going forward. Maybe they'll see these things and know who I was, and you get to know me too, I guess, along the way. And I enjoy the ride, and thanks for the comments. And I will tell more stories like the incredible road trip I took across the United States in a U-Haul, towing a Pinto. Can't make this stuff up. See you next time.